In this video, I'll be discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly about living in Brooklyn. What's going on? My name is Aaron Johnson, and I'm a broker with City Habitats in Brooklyn, and I help people make smart decisions when it comes to trading real estate. Now, if you're new to my channel, please look below, click the subscribe button. I'll be eternally grateful for that, and I'll be sure to definitely add value to you. Now, let's get to it. I love the vibrance of Brooklyn. I love the food in Brooklyn. I love the culture of Brooklyn. I love the eclectic neighborhoods in Brooklyn. Every neighborhood is different, and you find such wonderful people. And I just love the fact that you can sit on your stoop and you can see kids playing on the water hydrants. That's typical Brooklyn. I love the music. I'm home of Biggie and Jay-Z. And that's what I loved about Brooklyn. It's a great place to live, a great place to raise a family, a great place to be single, just a great place to be. Now, going back to the culture of Brooklyn, what I love is that during Labor Day weekend, you have the Caribbean Festival. It's the biggest block party of the year on Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn. And you have all of the food vendors come out, all of the bands come out, people from all the Caribbean islands come out, different artists comes out and they perform. You find different parties everywhere, and it's just the biggest block party before all the kids go back to school in September. And I just love that about Brooklyn every year, and I look forward to celebrating that every year. Now, to go to some of the things that I hate about Brooklyn. What I hate about Brooklyn is that as soon as you get into the borough, you gotta have an attitude like, I wish somebody would do something to me. You always have to watch your back. You always have to be over your shoulder because you just never know in Brooklyn. Another thing I hate about Brooklyn is the congestion. It's very congested in Brooklyn. Everyone is on top of each other. All the apartment buildings and the homes are very close to each other, so you're always next to each other. So if you're looking for an area that you have tons of space and your neighbor's a mile away, that's not Brooklyn. All right, so you definitely don't want to move there. Another thing I don't like about Brooklyn is the rodents. There's a lot of garbage in different places, so there's rodents everywhere, especially like when you walk down the street at night. You'll find, don't be surprised if you see a rat or two run across the street. And if you're disgusted by that, which most people are, welcome to Brooklyn. Another thing I hate about Brooklyn is the traffic. There's a lot of traffic in Brooklyn, especially certain areas like Flatbush Avenue, heading towards the bridges, or even if you go to the junction, Flatbush Junction area, that's a lot of traffic. Eastern Parkway is traffic. Atlantic Avenue is a lot of traffic. There's a lot of pockets in Brooklyn that is going to be tons of traffic. So if you're a driver, be cautious about that. Speaking of driving, parking is another thing that I hate about Brooklyn. You don't find parking in a lot of the places where you live. Well, a lot of the homes that you can buy or a lot of apartment buildings that you rent, there's no parking. So that's another thing I hate about Brooklyn. Speaking of apartment buildings, high rent is another issue. Yes, gentrification is alive and well in Brooklyn. And it used to be northern Brooklyn where you will find a lot of high rents because you have the beautiful views of the city. But moving into central Brooklyn and moving into southern Brooklyn, a lot of new development is happening and it's causing the rent prices to increase. So if you are looking to rent in Brooklyn, just know that you expect to come out of pocket a lot. Well, that's a wrap. That's some of the things that I love and some of the things that I hate about Brooklyn. Either way, there's more pros than cons when you live in Brooklyn, and I just love it. So be sure to come to Brooklyn. Check out all the good food spots. If you're in Dumbo, check out Grimaldi's. If you're on Flatbush Avenue, check out Sugar Cane. And if you downtown Brooklyn, also check out the Botanical Gardens. Go to Prospect Park is another good area you want to go. If you're in Southern Brooklyn, make sure you go to Kings Plaza Mall. That's a mall that's been transformed over the years, And I remember going there as a kid. There used to be a movie theater in there, which I used to, don't tell anybody, I used to sneak into different theaters and check every movie out when I was at Kings Plaza movie theater. That's no longer there anymore. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to look down, click subscribe below. I'll be sure to add a lot more videos in the future. Have a blessed one. Peace.